everyone, it's Nicole, and this is page 16 using the, I guess for the Calvinball challenge, and it's the 100 page kits that I've tried to put together. I think I'm up to 60 something, 61 putting embellishments, but Calvinball started, so I had to start putting these pages together. My goal for Calvinball is to put together a page a day. And so 31 layouts in March, which for me is going to be good because I'm also working on a class. So I'm doing 20 pages there. So technically I'm going to be doing 50 pages in March. So that'll be a great achievement. This is page 16. And what I decided to do, because some people like the real time, some people like the voiceover. So every second day. So one day I'm going to do real time. One day I'm going to do voiceover. And second of all, it makes it a whole lot easier on me also, because doing the real time is extra work. So that's going to make it a little easier on me as I am also working on a class. And now, I got 16 pages done, but now I've kind of run out of them to put up. So now I got to do my class, finish up my class, and do the Calvinball. So it's a little bit more pages to put together. Now the background is from, I think that's from an old Maggie Holmes collection. And the heart one is from the new Hello Love collection. And my goal for 2016 is to dive into my stash. So what I'm trying to do also is, even for my classes, I'm actually trying to shop my stash first, and just so that it's nice to have the new stuff also, but we need to use up the stuff that we have in our stash. So this 100-page kits, it was all stuff from my stash. Some stuff was new, some stuff was extremely old. So I like to mix the old with the new. So that crepe paper Love was brand new, and then the other pattern paper was older. And then what I'm going to mat the photo with, that is a paper pad I got at Michael's. It was like $5 or $10 for like 48 sheets, and it's called Craftsmith. Never heard of it. It must be a line that Michael's put out. And but it was really, I really like the colors, so I got it, and I'm going to use it to mount the photo. And because it's an ombre effect, I'm going to be able to use it twice. So I've cut down the photo to about 3x4, and this is pictures that we had taken last summer. Real funny, okay? My daughter bought this huge balloon, and I guess the original price was like $30, and it's supposed to be like unbreakable. Anyway, I'm glad she didn't pay $30 for it. When Target was closing and she worked at Target, they came on sale for $3. So she bought one. Anyway, we filled it with air, and they spent, I have to say, for $3, it was worth the 2 hours that they played with it. But then it busted, and I'm glad that she didn't pay $30 for it. But $3, it was certainly worth that. So it was inflated, and it's super smooshy. So they would use it and kind of collide into each other, and they'd bounce off. And we had gone to my mother. It was the last long weekend of summer. So it was the end of August, beginning of September. And my middle daughter and her boyfriend and, her brother and my husband and I, we all went to Bathurst, and Mason was there. The only one that wasn't there was my eldest daughter, and she had gone to visit her boyfriend, and but we had a blast with that ball. I laughed so hard. I wish I would have taken video, but I was taking pictures, and then later on they kind of did cartwheels and stuff. I even forgot to take pictures of that. I should have taken videos and cartwheels, but I was laughing so hard I was crying. So I certainly want to make sure that I kind of journal about all the things that they did. So this page here, I'm just going to talk about that silly balloon that they used, and they kind of, like I said, kind of would run into each other, and they would fly off. It had a really funny name too. I'll have to text my daughter to see what was the name of that balloon so I can put it on the journal, in the journaling. But I just used what I had pulled for this page, and I'm just starting to build clusters. And that's one of my favorite things, is just to use what I had put for this layout. And I'm telling you, it works every time. I don't have to go. It's very rare that I have to go into my stash and find something else. And I enjoy all the layouts that I get done. And there's no stress about, what am I going to put with this page, or what am I going to put with that page, and dig through all the embellishments that I have. And it's just right there whenever I have. The last 2 pages, one took me 33 minutes, the other one took me 26, and this one took me 44. So it's not that I just want to rush through these pages. That's not it at all. It's more time constraint, right? We all have busy lives. We all have commitments that we have to attend to, work, kids, housework, but we got to do it, and cooking, and all that stuff. It's all stuff that we got to do. So if we can have everything ready so that when you have that 45 minutes, that half an hour, that you can actually spend it scrapbooking instead of spending half your time going through your papers and your embellishments and all that stuff, it saves so much time. And if you're new to my channel, I also offer classes that I go in even more detail. The first class is building a kit and then using it up till there's like almost nothing left. The second class was a December daily class because it was around December and it was a lot of fun to do. And then the third class, I talk about demystifying clustering. So just to break it down and to make it not such a scary thing to get these clusters done. Just, and whether you're a new scrapbooker or a seasoned scrapbooker, I think there's something for everyone to kind of dig their teeth in and just make that our time scrapbooking is way more enjoyable. So I end up making 3 clusters, and the rule of 3, it's sort of like a rule that people have put into, it's more pleasing to the eye and all that stuff. But sometimes I break that rule. Sometimes I do 5 clusters. Sometimes I do a cluster with a title and I don't count that cluster because it's a cluster with a title, and then I do 3 other clusters. So as long as it's pleasing to the eye, I think we need to let go and keep that rule in mind, because I think what it does, and the triangle and all that stuff, what it does, it just makes it so that when you're scrapbooking, it kind of makes it so that you're not wasting a lot of time trying to figure out where can I put these clusters. When you keep those rules in mind, it kind of makes it so that it kind of gives you a base to start. But it's not something that we should like stress over and kind of spend too much time worrying that if you got 4 clusters that you've kind of damaged your page or wasted. It's still okay. And so now there was a sticker that I had put aside for this, and it worked perfect. Good times. And it was good times, and there was little leftovers inside the letters there, so I'm trying to pick them out. They're a little difficult to take apart, and I'm just going to put the good times right next to that left cluster. And then I look at it and I really like the layout, but it's going to feel like there's something missing. And whenever I put a pattern paper like that across the whole background, I like to put something to ground the top and the bottom, either a strip of pattern paper or some washi tape. And once I finish putting all the embellishments, I'm just going to stack up what's left. As you can see, what's left. And now I have a container that I'm going to put those in. So and you can see there, I'm showing you, right there, there's something missing. So that container that I'm putting all the leftovers in, I have this thin washi tape in there because I absolutely love it. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out because I love it. It's about 1/16 or 1/8 wide, and I just love it for something like that, just to add a little splash of color. And into the hearts there was a little bit of black, so it added that. Plus it gave me the opportunity to now add some black lettering. My goodness, if I ever use those little doodle bug stickers, I'm almost out. I can't believe it. So I just put the year 2015, and then I wanted to put a subtitle, and I'm just going to put hilarious because I'm going to talk about, how much I was laughing. It had been a while since I laughed so hard that I was crying. Those kids, my daughter and her boyfriend, or her fiance, I guess now, they are such a funny bunch, and they keep us in stitches all the time. They're a fun couple. And that's it. That's going to wrap up layout 16. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.